Kirby. It's been a while. I said I would return to this game, and I am. Why is Kirby yellow? I didn't set him to be yellow. You can't set Kirby yellow, he's just yellow here. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. It's been a few weeks. Last time I played this, I finished, well, I'm 60% through. It's been about a month since I last played. I've 100% of the story, I've beaten the arena, and I've beaten Magolor Epilogue. I did not finish it, though. I did not finish it. Specifically, I didn't unlock the special stage at the very end. You needed gold or platinum and everything. And it wasn't too bad doing that. I did it in, like, less than, like, a half an hour, but I just didn't want to bother with it on stream because I thought it would take longer. When I got everything, yeah, this is what happened. The dragons were made super easy by that one special move that shoots up into like a ball that just hits because it did 100. Look, it did 100 combo. It ended up being like the easiest thing. The hardest one was the first boss. That was the hardest one to get a gold or higher on. Just because, it's really, like, the boss was easy. It's really hard to get a high combo on it. An extra stage is open. The final stage now awaits. Go put your something to the... I didn't read what it said. Go put your skills to the final test. So I did that off stream. And we have one more stage to do. And then after that, I'll start extra mode, which, again, is another whole story playthrough, which I didn't want to do, but whatever. And also Magoland, as I've said, as I've shown off multiple times, I've 100%ed it. I've gotten all the achievements. This mode was interesting. It was fun. It was certainly fun. And it had a little neat little, like, story that ties into a Kirby side game, which, you know, those are always fun to get. You know, Kirby lore in general is always fun to unveil. How do I... There we go. These are maxed out. So we maxed most of these out when I actually played through it, but then more open up at the very end. And they all require, like, a lot of points to upgrade. So probably... Well, I'm not doing any of that, because I'm going right to the final level, but... Cool. Extra stage. Alright. So it's not just to beat it, it does have a ranking in it. Hopefully it's not too rough. I'm hoping that... I mean, I'm hoping I know how to play still, because again, it's been a while. Oh, I could change direction during that. Wait, that was stupid of me. Why would I do that? What? Guys, that was a soft platform. that was very bad. Oh, it actually... Thank you for reminding me. Oh, thank God the game sent a reminder for me. I was like, oh God, what move is that? Nice. Very nice combo. Ooh, this is nerve-wracking. Go, 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 go! $145 combo. Very good. Certified banger. Oh, I just realized these are all the stages that Kirby goes through. The other dimension, the another dimension stages. I was like wondering why these maps felt so familiar. I knew it was going to be something like that, where it was going to be like, oh, I'm going to have to redo a map, but it's going to be like way harder. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. Alright, Needles is down, up B. I don't think I'm going to need those at all. And yeah, up and X is another special ability. Oh, actually, that's... Sorry. That's a little too loud. I guess the music here is just supposed to be a little quieter. Thing is, you can never really have a comfortable lead on this time stuff because the wall does speed up the faster you go. Uh-oh. Did I make it? I think I'm safe. Oh, I think I did it. First try. Nice. Wasn't too bad. And I got a platinum. Awesome. And there he is in his Kirby Clash garb. Wish I had that before. Now that's unlimited flying. So much power. I'm so fast. It's frightening. No danger I can't outrun now, except the kind I caused myself, I suppose. Hee. I'll attack this fierce. I could be a big bad boss again. Maybe. So much power. I'm finally flying high again. Now I could soar through the endless skies with my friends. Could stay in the air forever. Should make my Magolor cannon huge. That would knock out any enemies that sit there and stay in my way, or in front of me at least. You know what? I think I'll treat myself to a way stronger dash. Then I'll tackle a bunch of enemies at once. That's cool. I wish there was a bit more incentive to go and, like, fully upgrade everything, but hey. Yeah, you could just fly forever like Kirby now. If only there were a place to still use it. Surprise restores lost power. Okay, yeah, nothing's changed there. How do I get back? How do I get out of this title screen? There we go. Cool. Well, that's done. That was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I thought that last stage was going to be way harder than that. As per bonus extra stage Nintendo game rules. And that was a leisure stroll through stages I've already mastered. And as a bonus, I get a little gold tree on here now. So these 3 modes are 100% finished now. This is the only thing you get is beating this once. There's no, like, beating it with every character. So it's time to start extra mode. But first I'm gonna do my daily. Well, daily now that I'm playing the game again. Which, for the record, this probably is only gonna be for tonight for now because Advance Wars comes out tomorrow, and I'm absolutely switching to that. But, since I'm here, I might as well do, Samurai Kirby 100. 100? 100. And yes, if you didn't see, I have completed every mission in Merry Mago Land. Some of these were kind of hard, but, this mode is really fun. I know there's only 10 minigames, but, like, once you get into this mode and start earning the stamps, you get addicted to getting them. And it is worth it. These minigames are pretty fun. I can barely see the names because they move so quickly. It's all, like, blurry. Dino Galpow. Fraser. Wimmy? Was that Wimmy? Pea Shooter. I thought there was a way to, like, move left and right, like, actually see the other Kirbys, but nah. I love the feral DDD mask. Can't imagine that was too good, but oh my god. Nice. "17th. There is a special cutscene if you get first place. I'll try one more time, even though it doesn't record it. It only gives you a reward for the first time you do 100. I was gonna try to hit it ahead of time. I did worse. That was 27th. Getting progressively worse and worse at this. Actually, no, it's the exact same amount. Wow. That was bizarre. What if the timing's always the same every day, too? I don't think it should be. Wow. And I got the same place I got the first time I tried it. What the hell? It's like the game is predispositioned to give you a specific, like, range of spots. That's really weird. How early can I hit A? Right there. Like, literally as soon as that thing goes away. Boop, 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 boop. I'm, like, curious if I could, like, jump the gun and, like, have it be timed perfectly. It is possible to get a 0 in your time. I cannot believe it. I think what it is because each person has a cutoff on the time. So, like, that's the person that got 17. That's, like, the first person that got a 17. So, me getting 16 beats them in terms of timing. I think that's frames, too. So, it's, like, very specific. Yeah, it's like almost... It's super consistent. It's weird how consistent that is. Yeah, like if I get a time of 16, it's always going to make me beat 83 of them. Because 84 and on, it probably got 15. Or probably got 16 in, like... I don't know, sub frame? I don't know if that's a thing. I know sub-pixels are a thing. Oh, that was too early. I could just restart it. Cool. And keep going until I get it. That was too late. I was about to hit it, too. Oh! 94. Oh, I was so close. That was a time of 15, yeah. So if I get... So I'm either always going to get 83 or I'm always going to get 94. Or I'm always going to get 73. Because I think that's just the cutoff for each one. So it stands to reason that probably the last few are going to require, like, way earlier. Depending on what results they pull from these people. No, that was... Yeah, that was too early. I also don't think they pull from anyone that gets a 0 or a false start for a specific day. Like, there's 3 Marxes in a row. That was probably too slow. Yeah. Alright, so it's not as, coincidental as it seems. It's just a matter of, like, I'm always hitting that same number, so I'm always going to beat the same amount of opponents. Nah, that was even worse than normal. I keep feeling like the times I'm doing really good, I'm, like, doing worse. Like 3 more tries and then we're going to stop. So it's the same opponents, but they're arranged differently each time. But they all have the same time, so it doesn't matter. That was too late. Yeah, it's going to be 83rd again. I want to see what the... Because you get, there is an animation if you get first place. Again, I keep trying to, like, jump the gun, but, like, every time I wait too long. '94th again, not bad. I have to wonder, like, how... Because, like, they're obviously pulling it from other people playing. Like, I'm wondering how low of a time they'll pull from. Like, if someone else gets a 0 and it's impossible to win for that day, would that get pulled? And would I not be able to would I just not be able to win? Tell you what, three more minutes. Because it's almost been 30 minutes since I started this game. Oh, 94th again. Doesn't count that record, though, does it? Because it won't record it. You only get the one shot a day. Thankfully, you only have to place in the top 10 to win, to get the achievement. That's definitely not good enough. Yeah. Again, anytime you see me going, that's after the thing appears. I want to hit it before it appears, but I just can't get the timing right. I mean, it's random each time. Nah, that's a 14, a 15, 16, whatever. Alright, one more minute of this and then I'm done. We'll move on to extra mode. Oh! I think I did it. 7, 8. Yeah! Nice. If only that was recorded. Well, in-game. But, yeah, that was incredible. Like, it didn't actually, high scores. Yeah, no. It not only doesn't count your second attempt on, but it actually specifies if your best a time, you get best a time if your best times are online or not. Because that first time I played it and I got number 3, it was because that was launch day and for some reason the internet wasn't working. If you missed that, go watch part 1 of the VOD upload on YouTube. The internet just wasn't working during that first stream. I had to like restart my Switch after the stream was done. So I just did it offline, and it did count for the achievements. Anyway, that's Samurai Curb. Alright, extra mode time. So I think this is going to start me right in the map. So, it's worth noting, this mode does have all the cutscenes and everything. It started with the opening cutscene. I did watch it. And it does save everything you do, like things you talk to, and stuff you do. But I haven't played any of it. I've only unlocked the map for the first area. Nothing's different. It's the same exact as the normal story mode. So we're ready to go. Everything on this Lore Star Cutter is locked again. I do believe you have to go through the challenges again to get 100%, but you don't have to get a good score. You just have to beat them. That being said, apparently Extra Mode does have stricter times for the challenges, so... Oh boy, that'll be fun. It's like my least favorite part of this game. Anyway, Cookie Country. We're not going to spend too much time messing around between levels here. I didn't get any new masks, but we are going to get new masks when we beat each world, plus once we, complete the main mode. But clearing Extra Mode gets us these. This is going to be the true arena once we've finished everything else. Only a Woofy mask. Anyway, Extra Mode. This is the main game again. Down to the tutorials, but the difference is that the gears are apparently harder to get. There's less healing, and you only have half health. Also, the stars look different. They're hollow now instead of complete stars. I don't know if the gears are in different locations or if they're just harder to get in the locations that they're in. We'll have to figure that out as we go along. But again, this mode, you know, does have its own 100%. It is the full game again, which is why I was so reluctant to start it for so long. But I figured I'd start it tonight. We're not completing it anytime soon, because again, I'm not going to be playing this past tonight for now. But we will finish it at some point, and then I'll do the final mode that unlocks after beating everything else. Energy spheres. Oh look, the 1-ups have crowns on them now. That's neat. A lot of little touches to make this mode feel fresh, aesthetically. Again, this is kind of the start of the replaying the main game on a harder difficulty. The thing is, future games usually make it a bit different, like Meta Nightmare and Kirby Superstar Ultra. You play through like all the main games again, but you actually have Meta Knight during it, and it's different because each stage is a whole game. And then you have, like, what was it, DDD mode in Triple Deluxe, which was kind of similar. And Meta Nightmare returns in Robobot. But this game kind of made you stick with Kirby. But I mean, again, it doesn't really matter because you can play as any of the characters if you have them with you. Which, again, it's kind of weird that you just can't play as them single player. Especially after you've already beaten the game once. I know you can, like, unlock them in the arena. But it's also like, well, I don't want to replay the arena. I would like to just use them in the main mode. It's the same thing for Magolor too. It's a really weird limitation. And it definitely falls within Nintendo's kind of MO with this kind of stuff, where it's like, you could do this, but you can only do it in certain modes, or, you could do this, but you have to play the whole game first to unlock it, and then you don't get anything for doing it with the rest of the characters. It's definitely something that I've seen come up quite often in Nintendo games, in some games in general, honestly, but, you know, especially Nintendo. Alright, I gotta do all these again, even though I just literally did all of them a minute ago in Magolor mode. I do believe some enemies have new... Yeah, Sphere Doomer EX. This portal into this dimension was opened by a super ability. With this space closing as time passes, one single spot holding the spheres now remains, along with a Doomer circling above. So yeah, all the bosses have different pause screen things. And they're all different, too. This is where a lot of the interesting parts of this mode come in. Course, in extra mode fashion, no tomatoes. Again, the difficulty in this game is kind of broken by the fact that the Magoland items are just there on my X button constantly. Though to be fair, I don't have a 12. You can only have 30 of each item. Maximum tomato is definitely the one I have the least of. I would like to see like the enemies be different too, like extra mode in Kirby 1 and Return of the King in Kirby Superstar Ultra, where they kind of had like the alternate enemy designs for all of them that were more aggressive. You actually can't skip it. I don't think I've ever heard that noise before. And even with the increased difficulty, this game's not too punishing. It still throws a lot of lives at you. Dying just lets you start from the same room again. Getting a game over, you just have to redo the same level. Not too bad. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Was school being school? Also, thank you for sending me that other song. It was really good. I really want to get into more Bamani stuff. Bamani, Konami. Babami. School's always been school, yeah. So just to recap what I've done tonight, I finished Metroid. I beat it first try tonight. Disco House is a really good one, yeah. I finished it, I looked through all the extras and stuff, and then I did the extra stage of Magolor mode. The extra stage of Magolor mode was just all of the... not all of them, but it was most of the dimensional areas over again. Like the ones that Kirby goes through. It was just those rooms, but with Magolor. And at the end, there was a bunch of blocks that spelled out his name. Yeah, extra stage of bitch-ass egg-ho mode, yeah. Exactly. Jasper's playing Winds of Change. I did voice acting in that game. That's the only Switch game that I have done voice acting in so far. And yeah, then I played, oh, here, I'll show you, because I recorded it. I played Kirby, Samurai Kirby 100 until I got the top spot on it, even though it didn't save, because it's not, it was my first attempt at it. But I beat it. I cheaped out the timer. I just realized it doesn't have the internet symbol there, because it was my second, or not my second, but attempt afterwards. Also, this was what I got for clearing the epilogue special stage. I got Magolor in his Kirby Clash outfit picture. Not actually get the outfit, no, but I got the image of it. How's it feel to kill 99 Poyos? Hey, Kirby did it, not me. Also, yeah, this is the thing you get at the very end of the last area. It's his name, spelled out in blocks. And you get to destroy it with the special move. And then I went to extra mode, and I'm only on stage 2 of it, so you missed nothing of extra mode. Except the dread that I'm going to have to redo all the dimensional stages again. Alright, looks like the gears are all in the same spot, so that probably won't be too hard. Oh, these are gonna be harder too, yeah. These don't have lore, right? No. Technically, I fought them already because they're in the final area of the main game. If you went through the hard path. So I'm wondering, if I go to the hard path in this game, in this mode, is it gonna be, are they gonna be harder, or they're just gonna throw more enemies at me? Remember this platform in the ice world where I crushed myself with it? When Vinny played it, he did the exact same thing. Apparently a ton of people have done it. It's very easy to do that, so a bunch of people have done it. And when Vinny did it, he was like, what did I think was going to happen? And I'm just like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I've seen at least 2 other people have that happen to them, too. This game is definitely stingy with the bonus game rewards. Both of the 3DS games, when you beat a stage in that, they really just pile shit on you constantly because there's so much more stuff to get in that too. Because there's the stickers, the keychains, free money, yeah. I do like the health limitation thing, like, even though it seems kind of pointless, it's a callback to the hard mode in Kirby 1. Because that's how that mode worked. You'd have 3 hits instead of 6. No, this feels like the easy way. I'm gonna do it the hard way. If Vinny beat Magolor Epilogue. Like, I have to actually go back and look. I think he did. I know he played it, but I can't remember if he finished it. Apparently Mike might be done with Pizza Tower. He's claiming to be at his limit, so he might not be doing that one much more longer. That was, let me tell you, that was like a whole saga of his streams right there. Mike the Mad Lad, yeah. I saw his video about the poop cupcakes. Good stuff. Good shit, literally. I saw that, and I've also, because they've been uploading the Bowser's Inside Story VODs, which I've only seen clips of. That was a while ago that he streamed that, but I've been watching those highlights. Speaking of Bowser's Inside Story, if you missed it, ow. I think that sticks if I grab that, so if I die, I don't have to worry. I only have one hit left. Yeah, speaking of that, if you missed the beginning of the stream, I'm going to probably announce it tomorrow, but this Sunday I'm going to be doing the final Superstar Saga stream, and it's likely going to be for Trans Lifeline. I don't know if there's going to be any complications setting it up. They're in Tiltify, so it should be fine. I'll probably make the announcement tomorrow, and it's going to be Sunday evening. Only issue is that, again, I'm going to be out Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what time I'm getting home Sunday, just because I have to take the train home. But I will try to do, like, a good 5-hour stream. And, if I finish Superstar Saga in less than 5 hours, which is possible, because there's only 2 dungeons left at this point. Actually, no, I never finished the beach, so there's like 2.5 dungeons, so it might last the whole time, I don't know. But, if there's time, I will go back to, Mario Brothers 3, World E on the GBA, and try to, beat him with Luigi, or as many as I can with Luigi. I knew that was gonna happen. If that doesn't happen Sunday, I will try to make that happen at some point. Just to 100% that mode, even if it's very simplistic. It might be one of those things that just go on my back burner until, like, I have, like, a free day or two for it. Take all the gears and check. Yeah, they only give you 30 stars for getting first place in the bonus game here. In the later games, they just give you a 1-up, so they essentially give you 100. This is the area with the Howl Room, right? Again, you're gonna be seeing a lot of rewards that are just like very not worth it because they've been replaced. They were higher rewards that were replaced. It really doesn't seem like the gears are in different locations, which is kind of like okay, but like that kind of ruins one of the like aspects of playing the game over again. So you stand here and then you go back. Yeah, now this hole's open. Yeah, they reduced the rewards in here, too. Pretty sure there was, like, a thing in every block in normal mode. I grabbed Mecha, but, eh. Okay, Mario movie spoilers, slight spoilers. If you haven't seen the Mario movie, mute yourself, mute for the next like minute. How great was the Invincibility Star theme at the climax of that movie? And apparently, it came out just yesterday that they didn't. That Illumination wanted to put a Van Halen song there instead, and it's like, oh my god, no. I mean, you know, song's fine, but it's like, come on. There was way too much licensed music in that movie. I'm gonna be honest, the licensed music didn't bother me too much, at least the first one or two of them. It was really just Take On Me in the jungle, in the Kong Kingdom part, that was really just kind of like out of place and not good. The one that played in the in the part where they were in Brooklyn at the beginning, running to the job. That one was okay. I can't remember what song it was. Your sister loved that part. To be fair, Nessie was kind of singing along with all those songs too. Because she loves music. I mean, I like music too, obviously. I'm a dummy and don't know music songs and titles and unless it's really popular. I will say, though, like, the fact that they made original music... Did not expect it in the movie at all, yeah. The fact that they made original music, like, remixed music from Mario games to put in those parts and they couldn't use them is really criminal. And I hope that the home release of the movie has the option to, like, replace the licensed music with that. Because, like, that's the thing, too. Like, the licensed music, you know, like, that's going to cause issues, like, if they try to distribute that when the license runs out. But, like, it didn't even have to be an issue because they had better music for the scenes already. But whatever, as long as there's an option in the future, I don't think it's going to matter much. I can't see the streaming version of it being like that. Once we cater to mainstream like that. I think it's less catering to mainstream and more that it's just what Illumination does. Because every single one of their movies does that. And I'm sure that was, like, in their contract with Nintendo. They were like, look, we gotta put a few licensed songs in this movie. And I'm sure there were reservations about it, but I'm also sure that that Miyamoto was like jumping for joy at that, because he loves... It's very clear that he loves American Hollywood media. I'm sure he's very happy with how this movie turned out, especially considering that it's on its way to becoming, like, one of the best-selling animated films ever. I mean, like that movie, like the movie or not, the Mario branding really just gave it power. Gave it superstar power. And it is a good movie. Like, here's the thing, I went in with my expectations tempered just after everyone was talking about it. Shit. I was not trying there at all. I went in with my expectations tempered, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be a fun movie. It's not gonna be too serious. The story's not gonna be amazing. It's just gonna be a fun movie. And I watched it, and I'm like, this was pretty good. Like, yeah, it wasn't the most complex movie out there. It was still a pretty good story. Like, people made it out to be like that the story was, like, super shallow and bad and not good. And I'm like watching, and I'm like, what movie were these people watching? The story was fine. It was entertaining. It sets up, you know, potential sequels pretty well. Future Mario movies. It was wholesome. Oh. Alright, I forgot the game rumbles when you have, like, a bunch of food inside Kirby. Like, it actually feels like the control, like something's rumbling in the controller. Pacing needed work. Yeah, but that's also because they wanted to fit that film into the time. Well, yeah. It's because they wanted to tell a specific story within the time frame they were allowed. A lot of people said it should have been 30 minutes longer, and I kind of agree. Yeah, it's the same. All the Doomers have the same thing. Those feathers hurt. Something I think was really nice about the Mario Brothers movie, and this, not really a spoiler, but just how much they emphasized Mario and Luigi's, like, relationship with each other, and how they, you know, how they rely on each other, and how much they truly care about each other. It was really sweet. It was very wholesome. There was no cynicism to it. Yeah, they were just, you know, they're brothers, and they love each other, and it's really sweet. I think that's something we don't see a lot of, that sibling, like, you know, bonding in a lot of movies these days. They almost always forego it for, like, romantic stuff. And it's interesting because they very much downplay that too. Like, there's hints of, like, Mario and Peach kind of liking each other, but, like, they don't really make it the focus of anything. If anything, Bowser's the one who makes more of a focus on that. Which plays well to the plot and the comedy of it. It was a fun movie. I'll say for the first Mario movie since the 1993 one, which, by the way, I know people... I know there's, like, a group of people that say it's a fucking travesty, and some people that are like, it's the best movie ever made. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. The 93 Mario movie is it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. I very much enjoy it. In fact, I've been in the mood to rewatch it ever since watching the other Mario movie. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, it's the best Mario media ever made, but I did enjoy it for all of its wacky shenanigans and weird shit they did with that movie. It was Blade Runner Mario. Look out, EX means bosses are extra strong. Wispy Woods EX can launch whirlwinds and drop poison apples. Don't eat those apples, Kirby. They'll give you a bad tummy ache. I like how even in extra mode, Wispy only gets, like, the tutorial. He only gets the basic tutorial description. It's just like, oh, you're in extra mode now, be careful. Yeah, Mario movie was good. I don't know if I'm going to rewatch it. I mean, it's the kind of movie that definitely warrants rewatching just to catch all the references, because there were... I mean, I know everyone said it's a very much a point at the movie screen and be like, oh, I got that reference type movie. But there was so much stuff I missed. Like, I missed the F-Zero reference that you said was in it. But honestly, the Punch-Out Cafe at the beginning is still probably my favorite. I love Punch-Out. I need to play a Punch-Out game on stream. All the Punch-Out games are on Switch except the Wii one, which I would love to see either get a remaster or just like a re-release on a Switch. The disc system building ref too. Ooh, I have to look for that one. I liked the I don't know what building it was, but like after the spot in where they're trying to run to the job in Brooklyn, there's the building that looks like the Mario 1 castle, like the brick castle. Yeah, I don't think any of this dialogue is different. All of this dialogue is exactly the same. Bum bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. Yeets the egg ho. Sounds like a Sonic character. Yeets the egg ho. Oh, it's telling me to go to Magolor to cash in those tickets. I don't want to do that because that takes time. You do have to unlock all the doors down here to get 100%, I believe. I'm not sure, but I also believe that, yeah, the high scores are still all there. In fact, the music unlocks are still here. Yeah, the new games, Magolor's Tome Trackers, and what was the other new game? I think it's this one up here. The Blast game. These have unique 8-bit songs for them since they weren't in the previous game. The thing is, though, it's very much like that fake 8-bit. Well, not really fake 8-bit, but it's very much the style of like a game that's not Kirby. Like, Kirby's Adventure on the NES had a very distinct sound to it, and it's not that. Heart Gold, Soul... Yeah, exactly. It's like the Heart Gold, Soul Silver retro tunes, how it's not the actual chip tunes, but like redone versions of them. Oh, right, I need to get the masks, though. Maybe I will go just to get those. So you think about the gold-silver form? Oh, yeah! The old pre-order form. That's pretty cool. We're a dress-up mask of Wispy Woods EX. Okay, and it doesn't make anything change. Why is this flashing now? I hate how the fastest... Even though it's offline, the fastest time didn't count. That's kind of lame. Yeah, Wispy Woods. It's purple. What if it was purple? You know, why not? Let's do Cat Lady. Fucking told you it's real. I remember forms like that, but I can't remember. I don't think we ever had to do that for buying a game here. Usually games are in stock when needed. I remember being so confused when Gen 2 first came out because I was looking at the Pokemon... Because I had cards for Pokemon Stadium where it was like, here, you could write down your favorite team and their stats here, so you have them on hand. Which made no sense because there's no pictures of the Pokemon. You just wrote the species name and their stats, and like... It was like, oh, they're little trading cards. It was from Nintendo Power. But I just noticed when I was looking at them, I'm like, okay, do I want to move these over to Gold and Silver? And I looked at their stats and I'm like, wait a minute, there's only 5 stats here. Or there's only 4 stats here. There's HP, Attack, Defense, and Special. Where's the Special Defense or Attack? What does Special mean? I didn't realize that Special Defense and Attack were the same stat in Gen 1. Because to be fair, in Gen 1, up until like Gen 3, I never cared about stats. Yeah. To be honest, I never even raised competitive Pokemon at all, or Pokemon with like IVs and EVs set correctly until the end of Gen 5. Gen 5 leading into Gen... Not even in Gen 5, really. Just a couple times I, like, would buy my Pokemon, like, the effort value stuff in Black 2. And I'd be like, okay, this will make the stat bigger, apparently. So there we go. It wasn't until X and Y that I actually, like, made Pokemon that would have, like, high stats. And even then, that only lasted for 2 generations. Once Sword and Shield came out, I just completely stopped caring. There was a point in Sun and Moon... where I was like, I'm gonna get good at this and try to enter the VGC. Because that was when I still, I didn't have a job then, so I was like, whatever. I have time. And I think I entered one season and then just kind of gave up. It was fun. The problem is, like, I get bored so easily. It's the same reason why I'm, like, I don't speedrun anything, or I'm not, like a Mega Man Battle Network streamer constantly. It's because I just don't have the energy and drive to only focus on those games when there's so much out there I want to play. Yeah, please, we're trying to survive and eat. Exactly. Just notice that thing in the background is like floating a ball above it. I want to check to see if there's anything for cannon. Meow meow. My neighbor's cat was out by my mailbox yesterday. He does not like people. It doesn't matter how nice you are to that cat, he will run away and just be annoyed at your presence. I mean, there's a whole thing about outdoor cats. You're really not supposed to have them. You're not supposed to have outdoor cats. You're not supposed to declaw them. Obviously, if they're outdoor cats, they're not going to be declawed. But like, you should ideally not be doing either with a cat. But it is what it is. There's gonna be cats outside. Is there any way to like keep that going or no? I don't know if I'd own a cat. I think Nessie's allergic to them, so we might not be able to anyway. That's a weird noise when you pick up the gear. That does not sound like a meow. Hey, my family cat is outside, but to be honest, all she does is eat, sleep, and roam around the area, and is roughly a little bit of a barn cat, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, too. There's specific cat breeds that are very much, like, meant to, like, they thrive outdoors. But again, I'm not gonna get into that. I don't own a cat. I haven't had a cat since I was a kid. It was an indoor cat. And it wasn't really mine. It was my mom and dad's. And after she died, we never really got another pet. So, I'm kind of like... I don't know how to put it. Like, I would really love to have a pet someday, but, like... I don't know. Though at this point, again, I'm probably gonna... If I get a pet, it's gonna be a bird, obviously. As much as I love parrots, I don't think I could take care of one. I'll probably go with the pigeon if I get a bird. Pigeon/dove. Because honestly, they're just as social and affectionate as a parrot could be. They just can't talk. The bird would outlive me? Oh, you mean if... I was like, what? Thought you were saying something about me for a moment there, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know, my body's not great. No, really, my body is not great. I think, I may have a condition, regarding acid and such. Maybe, I don't know. It's not. It doesn't seem to be as common as they say it is. So, or rather, it's not as like my particular instance of it doesn't happen. Yeah, as often as other, but I'm at risk of it. Yeah, I need to stop eating the spicy food. But no, yeah, you're right. Depending on the age, depending on the breed of parrot, they could very well outlive you. A cockatoo, a healthy cockatoo in captivity, pretty much has the same exact lifespan as a human. Like, they have an average lifespan of 80 years, which can easily go longer if they're well taken care of. Last I recall, like, the oldest cockatoo was, like, near 100 years old. Though by no means the oldest animal around. That goes to the Galapagos turtle, which I don't know how many are. I can't remember if they've confirmed that there's still more than one in existence. Turtles with feathers and can fly, yeah. I forget how old that one turtle is, but he lives I think he lives in South America or in a South Island, and it's close to he's close to like 200 years old. Jonathan the giant tortoise is believed to be the oldest land animal on Earth, born in 1832 in eastern Africa. The oldest living bird, tagged in 1951, is a Laysan albatross named Wisdom. She's flown over 3 million miles and laid 40 eggs in her lifetime. When was this written? Updated on February 21st, 2023. Okay. Bowhead whales easily live into their hundreds because they inhabit frigid waters, maintain low body temps, and have very slow metabolisms. The result is longer lives and less tissue damage. Tortoise is the oldest animal in the world that we know of. In 1832, an Aldabra... Oh, it's not even a Galapagos turtle. An Aldabra giant tortoise in East Africa watched her babies crack their shells and lumber into the world. Today, one of her sons is still kicking it on St. Helena Island. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it lived on an island, where he retired in 1882. Lives on the governor's estate, and at 188 years old, scientists believe he's the oldest living land animal currently on Earth. Surprisingly sociable, but also slow and gentle. That's nice. He apparently lost his eyesight and sense of smell about 5 years ago, but they put him on a new diet, and he apparently is living pretty well right now. There was another giant tortoise named Adwaita, who lived in the Alipore Zoological Garden and lived to be 256 years old. Wild. Imagine if we could live that long. That would be nice. I can't really even... Like, I'm gonna be honest, I have trouble coming to terms with my own mortality. I don't want to get too existential and depressing during a Kirby game, of all things. Why is it always Kirby? That happens with Vinny, too. Like, the deepest conversations come up when he's playing Kirby. I don't want to get too into it, but I am, you know, I do kind of fear my own mortality. And I think that that's why I'm so obsessed with wanting to live better and do more with each day. And I'm approaching 36 in June. I'm already halfway through my 30s at this point, and it's like, I never even thought about what my 40s would be like. And the fact that, you know, the average life expectancy is like around 80. That means my life is almost half over. And it's like, oh, I don't like that thought. That's not good. And it's you know what makes it worse? It's kind of made... How long have I had Hammer? Oh, I beat the mini-boss. I didn't have it since the Howl Room, did I? I think what makes it worse is the fact that, you know, people say, like, time moves quicker as you get older. It's absolutely true. Time really does move quicker. Because you need more rest. You're working all day as opposed to just going to school. You don't get large swaths of time to yourself, so like the time you're using now to be productive is all, you know, taking up most of your free time. I mean, that's, you know, it's one of the main reasons I don't want to work anymore. I really want to, like, get out of my job and do what I enjoy for a living. Yeah, and you're now aware of all the shit happening in the world. Exactly. We could all be living so much better lives if people... Literally, like, just... If... It's frustrating. It's frustrating because it's all man-made. Every single one of our problems is man-made. We could have all just chosen not to make these problems, and we didn't. I'm about to die. Not in real life, obviously. Yeah, you'll get pissed. Yeah, exactly. I'd get pissed, too. I'm... It's rough. It's rough. Yeah, like that. That was rough. I thought 2 hits would kill that thing. God, it's like 1-ups are less useful in this mode than health refills, because you're always going to be low on health. But now that I got that 1-up, I could just die here, restart from that room, and have all my health back. See, the only dying I want to do is tactical dying in a Kirby game, so I could get my health back in extra mode. And then we can make it as far as we can, but we have the power, but no, y'all don't want to. Yeah, no, they don't. People really just don't want to. And for some reason, it's always the people in charge. It can never be like the people... Can never be the people, like, you know, that actually care about the world being in charge. Everyone serves their own self-centered needs. Oh, we can make it as fair as we can. Okay, yeah. I mean, same thing. Someone told me that and I got so mad. Like, dude, yeah. Oh, this place probably has a, dimensional area. Dirt. Oh, hey, at the beginning of the stream today, I opened with the Kirby tilt and roll music from Forgotten Land. God, this attack's noise is so bad. You said that song was from this game somewhere, right? Because I don't know where it's from. Tilt and tumble? Yeah, the tilt and roll music from Forgotten Land. I don't think of it. I don't think most of Forgotten Land's music was original, like completely new, right? I think in most Kirby games, music are completely new, at least to start, but I don't think they really reused a ton of music outside of like Meta Knight's theme, DDD's theme, Morpho Knight's theme. Yeah, it's from this game. It is. Okay. I don't know what song it is, though. Yeah, the extra stage of Magolor mode was all of these stages like chained together. It wasn't all of them too. I think I'm pretty sure it was only like maybe a little more than half of them. Maybe it wasn't though. I'm not sure. Like I don't remember this part showing up at all. This stage was definitely not included. But yeah, it was essentially the barrier moved quicker. And, you know, it was set up to be like Magolor mode stuff in it. My Lego. Ah! No! I got bungled. Not a big fan of Whip because it doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, he stays on you while he does that. Same, actually. I think there's like just no max tomatoes in this mode at all. Not that they're really necessary, since you only have half health. Like a basic health refills are giving you like 40% of your bar back. So I'm gonna do this mode for about another hour and a half, and then at 3, I'm gonna switch to Tetris 99 because, again, in a very nice segue, there is a new Maximus Cup this week, and it is another Kirby one. The last one was a Kirby one. They do so many Kirby-related Maximus Cups, like every Kirby game gets one. And this one is for this game. It's for Return to Dreamland Deluxe. So we're going from Return to Dreamland Deluxe to Tetris Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. That'll be about in an hour and a half. Which is nice. That comes out to exactly just about 3 hours of Kirby. And then however long it takes to get the theme. And then Metroid Prime took, what, an hour and 20? If you missed it, Metroid Prime went very smoothly. I cleared it. I cleared it very quickly. If I had the extra time on Monday, I probably would have been able to finish it there. What's the area that has like the spot in the wall that I was curious about? But it does nothing. You were worried? Eh, it was fine. Once I got in there, I cleared it very handily. There was no escape sequence either. It's automatic. Even, they imply there's an escape sequence, but then it just cuts right to the ending. Can't save the animals? Well, there's no animals to save. Everyone on that planet got corrupted into, like, monsters because of the Phazon energy. Yeah, Samus gets all the Phazon sucked out of her suit when you beat the final boss, and then she goes back to the gravity suit. But then in the post-credits thing, you see who I believe is going to be Dark Samus, kind of rising out of a puddle. Again, it's funny because I haven't played. That was the first time I played through a Metroid Prime game. Yet my brother got me the Dark Samus amiibo just because he like got me a whole set of Metroid amiibo for Christmas a couple years ago, and that was included in it. I think my favorite part about it is that it has the name Dark Samus in other languages. And in German, Dark is Dunkel, so Dark Samus is literally Dunkel Samus. I think. I haven't checked it in a while. Let's see. It's right here. Yeah, Dunkel. Dunkel Samus. I also have the Dread amiibo, which apparently went on sale recently. They were being sold for very cheap. The one Metroid amiibo I would love to have that's unfortunately super expensive and is impossible to get nowadays. The squishy Metroid from the Samus Returns 3DS release from 2017. I wish I had gotten that amiibo, because that amiibo is very rare now, and it's a very cool amiibo. It's like the baby Metroid on a little broken capsule, and it's squishy. It's like a little plastic, like, squishy toy amiibo. Other than that, the only two amiibo that I've been interested in getting, that I haven't yet, and I'd have to pay extra for, is the Guardian amiibo from Wind Waker. Not Wind Waker, what? From Breath of the Wild. And, the giant Yarn Yoshi plush I would have liked to have, but I know that one I'm probably never finding for a decent price. I had a chance last year at PAX to get the Guardian amiibo for, like, pretty much what most people would charge for it, like 80 bucks, which, you know, is a lot, but it's about average price. I had a chance to get it, and I just didn't for some reason. I just chose not to. Because I know it's never going to be cheaper than that, but unless they reprint it, which doesn't seem likely, because they already seem to have announced reprints for Zelda amiibo, and it's none of the non-Link characters, unfortunately. I do have the Skyward Sword, Zelda, and Loftwing amiibo, just because I want all the bird amiibos, and that counts as a bird amiibo. King Do X, or EX? I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like this mode's different enough to warrant playing through it. Like, I feel like this is a mode I should have just played if I was in the mood to play through the game again, rather than, oh, I'm doing this for 100% completion. Also, I don't remember that arrow showing up when you beat a mini-boss, or when a locked screen unlocks. They announced new Xenoblade amiibo, which is interesting. And they also confirmed the Pyra and Mithra amiibo are coming out as a 2-pack this summer, which is cool. I'm not really interested in getting them. The DLC for Xenoblade is dropping this week, at the end of this week. After, like, almost, not really shadow drop, but it only got announced last week, and people are losing their shit over it. Big year for Xenoblade fans. I would have loved to get into that. I would have loved to get into that series, but now that there's so much of it to get into, I'm just like, I don't want to bother. Each Xenoblade game is like 100 hours each. If I want to, my brother has all 3 of them, and so I could play those easily, but just don't think I have the energy for it. Not only is it 3 games, but then there's a DLC story for each game, with the 3rd game's story coming out next week, or this week, the 25th. Oh, so wait, no, today's Friday, so yeah, it's next week. Wow, I looked at the date and saw it was the 21st. I'm like, oh, the 5th. That's 25th. That's this week. It's like Friday. No, today's Friday, you idiot. It comes out Tuesday, which makes sense. Usually, Nintendo releases are either on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Friday. Like, it's either a Thursday eShop game, Friday night at midnight type game, or it's like a Tuesday, here's like some add-on content, or smaller game on the eShop type thing. Usually the Tuesday release is usually an update, or it's like if there's a direct on Tuesday, they'll update the eShop with whatever gets announced that gets shadow dropped. There was an Indie World on Wednesday. It was alright. It wasn't really anything I was super interested in, to be completely honest. Oh, Rift of the Necrodancer. So I have Crypt of the Necrodancer. I've had it for a long time. I actually streamed it way long ago. Before I started streaming regularly. But, I was never any good at it. Like, the game is definitely... It's rhythm-based, but it's also a roguelike. So I'm, like, kind of wasn't, like, into it. Like, I tried playing it, and I died quite a few times, and I'm just like, okay. You don't get to keep your gems, you have to spend them before leaving, so you just can't stock up on them. I feel like I'll never actually finish the game. Which is something apparently Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon fixes. It actually lets you keep a lot of your stuff between runs. That's a game... both Shovel Knight games that came out last year, I really want to play, but I just never had time for them. Pocket Dungeon, I believe, is on sale right now, so I might pick that up. And the DLC for it is coming out soon. But I also haven't completely finished the original Shovel Knight. That's why I've been kept hesitant on it. I never did New Game Plus for Spectre of Torment or for King of Cards. Shovel Knight and I share a birthday. Shovel Knight was released in, was it 2014? June 26, 2014. Though, I mean, like, the early release of it was beforehand, but, like, the official release date matches up. Just kind of neat. Should I carry that through with me? I think it automatically burns out when you move to another room. Yeah. Ow. We need to beat the mini-boss here to get the water ability. Water Galboros EX. Disco Dancer. That was a good song. More where that came from. What is that song from? Is that from DDR or is it from like Beatmania or Poppin' Music? The logo makes me think it's pop. Like the banner makes me think it's Poppin' Music. Poppin' Music, yeah. The latest Beatmania has Megalovania in it, and apparently there's like a special like animated version of Sans in the music video. And it's like different from how Toby would portray him. And he said it's kind of weird. Did I miss anything? I feel like I did, but no. It's wild how many rhythm games Megalovania has been in. Actually, no, I don't think Megalovania. No, it's not. Megalovania isn't in Beatmania. Megalovania is in Taiko no Tatsujin. It's in both of the Switch games, both Drum and Fun and the new one, Rhythm Festival, that came out. He composed an original song for Beatmania, but the music video for it apparently does have Sans in it. So, there you go. Dude keeps winning. Crystal. Going wild on that synth there. Oh, I was gonna say. Pretty sure there's gonna be a dimensional area here, because it's a 5-gear stage. Kirby by numbers, really. It's fun, but this is definitely, like, kind of as basic as modern Kirby gets. But, I mean, it's kind of the nice thing about this, because then Triple Deluxe built off of this game. And then, Planet Robobot built off of that. And apparently it's the best one. It's wild how many people say Robobot is like the best Kirby game ever made. And yet it's one of the few I have not played. Robobot is the best one. There you go. Like, I enjoyed watching Vinny stream it back in the day, but, like, I also felt like, well, outside of the robot mechanic, what's different in this game that's, like, really setting it apart from other Kirby games? It's really up there. I mean, it's Kirby. I'm not gonna have a bad time with it. It's just wild that it's, like, one of the few Kirby games I've never played. I think it's because of how well done it is. Yeah, it was like the ultimate refinement of that formula. And then Star Allies happened, and it was like, okay, we're really kind of getting back to paint by numbers Kirby here. Star Allies thing was quantity over quality, I feel. Because people were like, yeah, Star Allies was fine, but it's also like, it wasn't, you know, it's no one's favorite Kirby game. The only thing people really enjoyed about it, and the only thing they really marketed about it after it came out, were how many extra characters you could play as like partners, and in the multiplayer, or not the multiplayer, in this extra mode. So it really felt like they were kind of using the characters to crutch that game, rather than, you know, add, like, a lot of new stage content. Which, I mean, is already an interesting thing, because up till that point, you know, Kirby really never had add-on content. In fact, neither does Forgotten Land never got add-on content. Star Allies is the only Kirby game that got, like, post-release updates for it, that added in, like, significant amounts of content. I don't know if any of the spin-off games got updates that added stuff, but I'm just counting, like, mainline Kirby. Like, I'd argue that outside of Star Allies updates... I don't know why I said update twice. Outside of Star Allies updates, really just this game and Kirby Superstar Ultra, just because they're full-on remakes. I still argue that Kirby Superstar Ultra is up there as one of the best Kirby games. And the original Superstar's up there as well. The original Superstar is very good. The Dark Matter trilogy is all really fun. Only because of the BB, yeah. Dark Matter trilogy is very fun. Kirby 3, I know it gets overshadowed. Oh, there is Max Tomatoes in this mode. I know, Kirby 3 kind of gets overshadowed because it came out very late on the SNES. It was the last Nintendo published game on the SNES. And, you know, Kirby 64 was essentially Kirby 3 again, but with some different mechanics to it. But I really like 3 and 64. I like them as, like, companion pieces to each other. Also, it's a spin-off, but I have a soft spot for Kirby's Block Ball. Kirby's Block Ball was my first Kirby spin-off. It was my second Kirby game, and I loved it. That's what got me into, like, the Pong and Arkanoid genre. It's time to doot. Angry doot. This isn't part of the show. Mr. Duder EX is here, and he is angry. His Duder skulls are now covered in flames, and he's throwing out fiery punches. Stay clear of his pyrotechnics. They hurt. Dude, yeah. Yeah, this boss was the hardest one in Magolor Epilogue. Well, the original Mr. Duder. He was the hard... Actually, no, it wasn't either of them, because it's like a completely separate one. It's an electric-based one in Magolor Epilogue. That boss is the hardest stage to get anything above a silver on, just because you get so powerful that you can't really keep a good combo on him going. Break free, break free. Ooh, I don't want to deal with that. Womp womp. Okay, it's time to take that mask off. Nice. When does he mention marks? Because he hasn't done it. He didn't do it on the regular playthrough. Because he mentions meeting someone. And it's implied to be marks. Don't know about that. I'll have to look it up. Happy? Angie. Yeah, let's do Drossia. Onion Ocean. Man, that sounds gross. It's not onion soup. I said this when I was playing normal mode, but imagine living in a world where coconuts just fucking explode. Imagine how dangerous it would be to go anywhere that had like a coconut tree. Jurassia's scarf is like the same color as Kirby. So when he's flying like this, it looks like he has like a weird like pink lump coming out of his face. Lumpy Pollo, yeah. To be honest, I am getting kind of tired right now. I have been streaming for 3.5 hours, but I want to stay up until the well, I'm gonna stay up either way, but I want to do the Maximus Cup. Go rest. I mean, the thing is, I rest every night. I rested the majority of the last 2 nights after I finished recording. Oh, there's health there. Damn it, I wanted that. There we go, that's the combo. Rush down, hold B. This thing's so cool. This ability is so cool. It's like one of the best like abilities they've added in Kirby in a long time. grabbed any gears yet. I hope I didn't miss any. There's probably a dimensional area in this level. That's why. And the one gear is, like, just further in. You do things the intended way or break it. Sand asshole. When I was younger, when I was in college, my friends went to a place down south in New Jersey, and they stayed at a hotel called the Sand Castle, but the neon, like, you know, the light up sign wasn't working right, so it looked like it said Sand Asshole instead. And they called it the Sand Asshole because apparently it wasn't a good hotel. Oh. I think I fell for that the first time, too. I thought that was the structure I needed to beat to, get the portal. Happy it's gonna start drying up there soon. Yeah, it's a little rainy here. It's been pretty dry mostly, though. All the hot temperatures here went down finally, though. It's back to, like, 60s, 70s. Now the spring can really kick in. It's weird seeing this room again, since I literally just did this a couple hours ago as Magolor, while trying to keep a combo going. Going to the bus and back home in the rain sucks hard, yeah. Oh, I mean, when I used to go to college, and I had to take the train in the rain, it sucked, because, you know, I still had to walk all the way to the train station, and I had to walk around my campus, which wasn't right near the train. There was a bit of a walk. Even though technically, my station was technically, like, called, like, it was the town, but it was also the name of the university I went to, because the university was like, the parking lot was right there, so it took like 2 minutes to get to the campus. Though from like where I went to class in it, it was longer than that. Glep. I remember once when I was in college, because a nice thing about the train line that I live on was that if I wanted to go to like GameStop on like a day that I had class, I would just have to get in the train and go one stop further than my town, because the GameStop would be in the next town over, and the train that goes there would sync up perfectly to like when I'd have to go home. I remember one time I went there to pick up a game that I was like really waiting for on the DS. And it was just, I remember that was like the same day, it was like pouring rain. I had to like ride the train over there and then had to walk all the way home. Because once I got to the GameStop to get the game, like then the next train that would stop at that station that would then go back to my hometown was like hours later, so it's like, oh, I have to walk home instead. And I remember just being soaked by the time I got back. But it was worth it. I was so happy I had that game. And to this day, it's still one of my favorite DS games. It was Elite Beat Agents. I would love to stream that game, but I know it would, well, there are covers, but copyright nightmare. And also, it's a touchscreen only game that's rhythm based. Emulating that is not the easiest thing to do. Banhammer Nintendo. Well, it's not that. It's that it uses licensed music in it. But again, it's all covers. So I don't know. Well, given how YouTube's claim shit works, you could hum a song now and still get hit for it. So imagine Elite Beat Agents probably wouldn't survive YouTube. I don't know. Imakuni streamed all three of... well, there's one game in it, and then there's 2 Japanese-only releases in the series that use Japanese music. I believe she streamed the whole series at one point. And I think that's on YouTube. These levels are long. Yeah, I'm definitely not sleeping well, because, like, I almost always take a nap right after work, even if it's only for, like, an hour or so, and I didn't do that tonight. And I could definitely feel myself being tired now. So once I'm done streaming, I'm probably gonna go to bed pretty quickly. Hopefully it doesn't take me an hour to get the theme in Tetris 99. I'll get it in like 3 or 4 matches. Sure it's not because of your diet? Oh, I'm sure my diet's affecting things too, but... I mean, I can't really... I don't really have a ton of control over that right now, unfortunately. I know. No, it's mostly my sleep schedule, because I don't sleep a lot. I'll sleep for like 4 or 5 hours a night. And like 9 to 10 to be mostly good. Wow, that's a lot more than normal. I can't imagine sleeping that long. I mean, I can. There are some times where I'm just like, I'm ready to sleep the entire day. Just veg out, stay in bed. If I doze off in the middle of the day, that's fine. I'm presumably not going to be able to do that for a while. Though, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm supposed to go see Nessie this weekend. But if this allergy thing ends up me being sick, that's probably not going to happen. Also, I was originally going to go all 4 weeks between, you know, last week and when I go to Atlanta next month. But I think at least one of those weekends, either next weekend or the weekend after, I'm gonna have to stay home and get some stuff done. You'd be okay with less than that, but that number is better for you. Yeah. I mean, the more sleep you get, the better. There's absolutely no harm in getting more sleep. Especially if you feel you need it. That arrow was... I don't remember that arrow being there in basic mode. It probably was, but man, I did not notice it at all if it was. Did I get all the gears in the previous level? I didn't even really pay attention. Wrong button. Can I could change... Yeah, I could change the souvenir items. I'm actually going to change it to the pep brew. Because, it's not the pep brew, it's the energy drink. The pep brew is what it's called in Kirby 1, in the instruction manual. I don't know why they changed it. Because the term pep brew sounds, I guess, like alcohol. Or like it's a drug, it's not a drink. I very much know what that drink is kind of designed off of, though, because there are definitely Japanese, like, energy drinks that are promoted in the country that look very similar to that. How do I get that? Oh. I have no health left at all. Fuck! I knew that was gonna happen. I'm fine. Like again, I'm fine with it. I'm not pissed. It's like Vinny when he tries to recruit the cat in Chrono Trigger, and he takes like 10 minutes to line himself up with the cat. And he's like, okay, if I just talk to him like this, stop. I want someone to make a mod for Chrono Trigger where the game is exactly the same, except if you do that convoluted, like sequence of steps that he mentions, you actually get to save the cat, and the cat joins you. Not as like a playable party member, but like whenever there's a cutscene with everyone in it, the cat's just there. And that would be the only difference to that entire game. Just the cat being there during cutscenes. And then we'd get Vinny to play that. We'd get Vinny to do a whole new Chrono Trigger playthrough just because of that one change. Boot, 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 boot. Are 2 1-ups in there? No! Boop. I'm pretty sure this is where I died for the first time in the normal mode playthrough as well, because I fell down a hole with the boot on, and like up to that point I hadn't died at all. Oh, there's only one up in there. Ass. No, I need the boot. Is this harder in this mode, or am I just getting unlucky with the drop? Much ass, yeah. I will say, if you're not good at avoiding enemies in Kirby, this mode probably way, way harder. I gotta use the boot to hop in there. Do this mode, but with Nova? What, like, Crash? Have fun with dodging things, yeah. Oh, I mean, that's gonna be the end of the game when I'm doing another dimension at the very end with half health. Oh no! Survived it somehow. I miss the jingle from Forgotten Land when you clear a stage. I keep expecting it to play after I hear the stage clear theme now. I was just thinking about that boss I really liked from Forgotten Land, Silly Dillo, today. I was like, I would love merch of that character. I wonder if they've released... They probably haven't. They usually just go with the main, like, crew for any game. Like, Elfling gets a plush, but... Nah. Nah, there ain't no merch. Yeah, hey, got my new card recently, but it has contactless payment chip, so fuck yeah, easy pay. My new card has that too. I've never used it, ever. Because I'm so used to just using the chip that, like, I don't bother, because I don't know where the tap is on most things. That was only stage 2? Damn, I'm moving through this area slow. This game is a lot longer than it seems. Like, not long, but, like, you're in a level for a good, like, 10 minutes in this game. I didn't care. I did that on purpose. It was like, I can't do this with one hit. So I would do those numbers. I would appreciate the easy pay. Was there something? No, I've done this. I fell into that trap last time. There's nothing there. I would appreciate the easy pay, but I can't remember my pin, so it's easier. Yeah. I mean, you don't need your pin for chip, usually. Hammer. Wow. Hammer! Sometimes you do, though. It depends. Yeah. That's usually if you're using the debit card. I don't usually use a debit card for stuff. Unless I'm specifically withdrawing money, in which case, yes. Then you need my secret PIN number. Price of was it a large pizza and a drink back at the place where I worked? Panucci's Pizza. 1077. Same as my PIN number. That was an awful Billy West. Did the Futurama, like, new season ever come out that was supposed to? I can't remember. I, like, know there's a lot of, like, hubbub about it because of, John DiMaggio not getting offered enough for it. But I don't know if it ever actually came. I guess not, because I think that was only, like, a year ago. They probably aren't finished drawing all that yet. God, Futurama. Now, there's a cartoon that knew how to make a good emotional hit of an episode. Even the later seasons that were on Comedy Central were pretty good about it. Oh, this puzzle again. Okay, wait. Wait, I don't think this one matters. So if I want the good stuff, it's up. So it's left, right, left, right, left. But if I go right, then I get a fresh fish. 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 I found one of my friends did an online personality quiz where it's like food disgust. And it ranks Essentially, how much are you willing to tolerate with certain foods, like being prepared or smelling a certain way or having like a strange texture to them? And I scored extremely low on like almost every count. It's ridiculous. It was pretty much like, yeah, you'll eat anything if it's covered in garbage, and I'm just like, I guess so. Let me see if I can find it. Trash, yeah, trash. Bup, bup, bup. Oh no, it wouldn't be on this feed, because I won't see it. So can I drag this into OBS? Again, it shows up for a second, then goes away. I hate that. I was able to get a... You know what? Wait, maybe if I drag the link into OBS, it'll work. There it is. Yeah, food disgust test. So it's split into animal flesh, hygiene, human contaminants, mold, fruit, fish, vegetables, insect contaminants. Essentially, each of these sections had a bunch of questions that would ask you like negative to positive response, like I agree with this or I disagree with this. And it's like I would eat food that one of my friends grabbed and handed to me. I would eat a piece of fruit that might look bruised, and spoilers, I said nothing about fruit. Like I would eat all of it. The further up these bars are, the less tolerant I would be of it. So like mold, pretty much at the halfway point. Like if there's something with mold on it, I won't eat it. But like also, like I said, like, oh, if there's a piece of mold on like the other end of the bread, would you eat like a piece of bread from like the front half? And I'd be like, if there's no mold on it and it tastes okay, maybe. But yeah, you could see like even the ones that are like clearly bad, like mold, insect contaminants, hygiene, all of them only got up to halfway. And I thought I was pretty like safe with stuff, but I guess not. Meanwhile, the actual like types of foods, animal flesh, meat, so meat, vegetables, fish, fruit, anything goes with those. I apparently will eat any of that shit, no matter how bad it is. Gee, they haven't made that part easy, huh? Yeah. Here, if you're interested, it's called the Food Disgust Test on Individual Differences Research. If you want to try it out and see where you stand on it. Remove that. Okay, so I can post images easily in OBS if it's a linked image on the internet that I can access just by dragging it. So that's good to know. It's just really it's just really weird that like I can't just drag an image from the computer onto it. Excuse me. Apparently I'll just straight up eat filth, so... Moundo. Rondo. It's got what plants crave. Every day we grow closer. Every day we grow closer and closer to idiocracy, and it's very, very scary. Oh, Kirby. Okay, this is the one that I get tripped up on. So middle, you got 50%. Wait, you finished it already? Wow. So middle, right, left, left, right, middle, right, right. I got him. I got the Mark statue. The run is saved. Let me see what you just sent me. Wow, you really did get about 50%. I love it. Your fish one is completely filled in. I know you don't like seafood, so I'm not surprised at that at all. I like your fruit one is empty, just like mine though, and your mold one is very high. Again, me being at only 50% mold. That's me, 50% mold and 50% other identified substances. 50% Italian, 50% mold. Yeah, I'm surprised my mold score wasn't higher. Like, I'm not that tolerant of mold in my food, am I? But I also think some of the questions didn't directly have to do with mold. It was like, would you eat something that's, like, close to being expired but not actually, or something like that? I don't know. Like, one I think was like, would you eat a piece of bread even if it was hard from being out for, like, a few minutes? Thought you were 50% spaghetti, yeah. 50% pizza sauce, 50% spaghetti. Bread must have sucked then. Depends. Oh, I don't have an ability. I thought I did because of the mask. Our family usually gets Wonder Bread and then we freeze it. Because we get, like, multiple loaves at once. And it keeps it from going bad if we freeze it and then just defrost it later. Which, like, in retrospect, when I say it out loud, I'm like, wow. That's really stupid. Why do we do that? Eat whole wheat. I don't mind whole wheat bread. Again, it's just what my family buys. I'm not in control of the groceries. I wouldn't mind healthier bread. Same with fruits, veggies, and everything else. Like, if I had the option, I would have a ton of vegetables in my house, like raw veggies, because I like raw veggies. Ass. There we go. Fried calamari, that sounds good right about now. I think this might be the last stage I do. And then I might do the challenges, because it's only 20... Well, maybe there might be one more stage, I think. I was going to say, there's only 20 minutes until the thing starts, and I really want to just get it done and stop streaming afterwards. I've hit 4 hours of streams. I was hoping... I don't know. We'll see. Because 20 minutes, the thing goes live. That puts us at 420. Nice. Which was also today's date. Today was 420. Blaze it. And then if the Tetris thing takes me about a half hour, that puts me at just about 5 hours of stream. Ooh! Close shave. I like how the little water particle effects when the enemy touches water. Ow. Oh, so they could just go on your level. Shit. Drop some shit, please. What is that? Yeah, Taco Bell. Nacho fry. Oh, I could go for Taco Bell. I might see if my brother wants to get some tomorrow. I've been trying to keep it cheap on the food because, you know, going out on the weekends is costing money. Fuck. Using the app helps, yeah. I mean, yeah. Because, like, the thing is, if I get food delivered, it's through DoorDash, and it's so fucking expensive. They're like, yeah, no delivery fee, but we're still charging you, like, a $5 service fee. You're still gonna tip because it's a delivery driver. And also, the store itself has a fee. Unless it specifically says no delivery fee. And I feel bad for the stores, too, because a lot of, like, the mom-and-pop stores, like the smaller independent stuff, they have to pay a lot. They have to lose profit to do, like, DoorDash orders and stuff. But then if they don't do it like that, then they're losing out on a whole chunk of the market. So it's unfortunate. Banana. Don't you just love it? No, I don't. Taco Bell's a mile away from you. To be fair, Taco Bell's not that close to me. I don't know if it's a mile, but it's definitely not super close. Like, it's the next town over from me. Taco Bell. Wait. It says it's 1.2 miles for me. Which, okay, maybe it is over a mile. I just walk, to be honest. I need it, yeah. When I want Taco Bell... Well, I mean, this is the thing. My brother can drive, but... If I want it... If I really want it and I had the time, I'd walk over. Like, that's the problem. I don't have the time because I'm at work. I can't leave my house, especially now that they've done the stupid shit with the phone calls. That makes it, like, really hard for me to step away from my desk for more than, like, a couple seconds. Alright, you know what? Just because there's only one stage left of this world, we'll finish this world up. And I get to finish off on my favorite boss in this game. Cars got brought up yesterday with your mom, and you're just sitting there thinking, like, what's the point of me driving if it's damn expensive to go anywhere and own a car and get gas? Yeah. I mean, you know, there is a need to drive, and it is convenient to be able to, but, like, I live in an area where we could just have better, you know, public transit instead. And not overcharge for it. Rural, so joy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I do fault myself because I'm, you know, I'm in my mid-30s and I don't even have a driver's license. But also, like, as things currently stand, I don't really need one. And to be honest, at this point, if I got one, I feel like I'd be too scared to drive on some roads. Like, the highway would terrify me. Bus peeps want to expand service, but they can't. They need more funding, yeah. Same with the highway. I'd be too careful of a driver, yeah. Invincibility candy lasts a while in this game. The remix of the Invincibility candy music at the end of Forgotten Land is so good. That whole sequence when you're in the truck. It's very much a chef's kiss of a game design moment. Also, with that delay process thing going on with you, I don't think it'd be the smartest idea to drive. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't trust myself driving. That's like one of the main fears I have. Like, I just don't feel I'd ever be focused enough to drive. It's already hard enough for me to do things. Pretty sure I checked that in the normal playthrough too, and there was still nothing there. Nice. Took a hit, got a hit. Oh, I was gonna say, I remember this room. It's the bomb room. It's growing faster than normal mode. Big eel. Shit. Alright. Not bad. We got through half of the game. There were 6 worlds, right? Yeah, 5 on Popstar, and then the Halcandra. And then the final world is just the auto thing. That's not bad. We got through half of extra mode in one go. Again, the reason it took me so many streams originally is because I had to, I kept stopping to go to Magoland. And I was reading all the dialogue and everything. But I also haven't done any of the challenges yet. So there's still that, too. But this is going to be the last thing I do for this tonight. Used Mecha last time. Let's continue going with Spear. Yellow. It's Fatty Puffer EX. His rolling tackle can take him up walls to the ceiling, and his water cannon sprays out all sorts of angles. What gives? Usually he just naps and eats, which sounds familiar. Yeah, it's me. I nap and I eat. Okay, his weapon's not that great against it. Pretty good. Hey Ephraim, how you doing? I'm alright. A little tired. I'm very tired. I'm gonna stop very soon after I do Tetris. Which the next Maximus Cup should have just started. Yeah, it should have just started actually like 2 minutes ago. Better than last time? Yeah, no, everything's working fine. I know all the technical difficulties last time were a bit rough, but I got through it. Picked up where I left off today, got through it very quickly, and then did 3 hours of Kirby. I've been streaming for almost 4.5 hours. Alright, let's go to Magoland, get my new mask, hand in those tickets, and then I'm gonna switch to Tetris. I'll probably upload Metroid and Tetris for tomorrow, and then upload Kirby for Saturday. And then tomorrow's stream will be uploaded. Probably Monday. I try not to do Sunday uploads anymore, because I don't think those are good. I don't know. I don't know how the algorithm works, and pretending like I do is kind of stupid. I'm gonna put that mask on, actually. Wear that in the next world. Alright, well, time to see where we are here. 33% done. That makes sense, because we're halfway through the main game. I have not done any of the challenge rooms yet. That does count. So Magolor Epilogue is now done with the Rainbow Tree. Arena's done. Story's 100%. These two technically have special, like, gold things or extra things to unlock. And they do count, but, like, just beating these is how you get them. And, of course, Magoland is at 100%. Now Kirby's green. I wonder if I could change that, like, change what color he is. We're at 75%. We were at 60 at the beginning of today, so we did 15% of the game. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Very good. I don't know when I'm going to return to this. We'll have to see. I mean, this is probably going to be another... I would say this is not going to be one more stream. This is probably going to be 2 more. Because we got the rest of Extra Mode, and also we got to do the True Arena afterwards to get True 100%. I'll probably try to bring it back in the next week or 2. We'll see. But my stream schedule's also kind of stacked, so we'll have to see how it turns out. But we're not done with Kirby yet for today, so stick around, and I'll be right back with Tetris 99, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe Maximus Cup.